Hello, my name is Lauren Grassi. I will be reading an excerpt from Bleak House. Bleak House, it was first published in 1853. I will be reading part of chapter 30. Miss Woodcourt is visiting Esther, but Esther isn't happy about it. Richard has been gone away some time when a visitor came up to pass a few days with us. It was an elderly lady. It was Miss Woodcourt, who having come from Wales to stay with Miss Fay and Badger, and having written to my guardian by her son Alan's desire, to report that she had heard from him and that he was well, and sent his kind remembrance of all of us, and had been invited by my guardian to make a visit to Bleak House. She stayed with us nearly 3 weeks. She took very kindly to me, and she was extremely confidential, so much so that sometimes she almost made me uncomfortable. I had no right. I knew very well to be uncomfortable, because she confided in me, and I felt it was unreasonable still, with all I could do. I could not quite help it. She was such a sharp little lady, and used to sit with her hands folded in each other, looking so very watchful while she talked to me that perhaps I found that rather irksome, or perhaps it was her being so upright and trim, though I don't think it was that, because I thought that quite pleasantly. Nor could it have been the general expression of her face, which was very sparkling and pretty for an old lady. I'll know what it was, or at least if I do now. I thought I did not then, or at least, but it don't matter. Of a night when I was going upstairs to bed, she would invite me into her room, where she sat before the fire in a great chair, and dear me, she would tell me about Morgan ap Currig, until I was quite low-spirited. Sometimes she recited a few verses from Cornwallis and Merriweather, if those are the right names, which I dare say they're not, and it would become quite fiery with the sentiments they expressed, though I never knew what they were, being in Welsh. Further than that, they were highly egoistic, and of the lineage of Morgan ap Currig. Sorry, Miss Emerson, she would say to me with stately triumph, this, you see, is a fortune inherited by my son. Wherever my son goes, he can claim kindred with ap Currig. He may not have money, but he always has what is much better, family, my dear. And my doubt if they carried so very much from Morgan ap Currig in India and China, but of course I never expressed them. I used to say it was a great thing to be so highly connected. It is, my dear, a great thing, Miss Woodcourt replied. It has its disadvantages. My son of choice of wife, for instance, is limited by it, but the matrimonial choice of the royal family is limited in much the same manner. Then she would pat me on the arm and smooth my dress, as much to assure me that she had a good opinion of me, the distance between us notwithstanding. Oh, Miss Woodcourt, my dear, she would say, and always with some emotion for her lofty pedigree, she had a very affectionate heart, was descended from a great Highland family, the Mackworth. He served his king and country as an officer in the Royal Highlanders, and he died on the field. My son is one of the last representatives of two old families, with the blessing of heaven. He will set up them again, and unite them with another old family. It is in vain for me to try and change the subject, as I used to try, only for the sake of novelty, or perhaps because I need not be so particular. Mrs. Woodcourt never would let me change it. My dear, she said one night, you have so much sense, and you look at the world in quite a manner so superior in your lifetime, that it is comfort to me to talk to you about these family matters of mine. You don't know much of my son, my dear, but you do know enough of him, I dare say, to recollect him. Yes, ma'am, I recollect him. Yes, my dear. Now, my dear, I think you are a judge of character, and I should like to have your opinion of him. Oh, Mrs. Woodcourt, said I, that is so difficult. Why is it so difficult, my dear, she returned. I don't see it myself. To give an opinion on so slight an acquaintance, my dear, that's true. I didn't mean that, because Mr. Woodcourt had been at our house a good deal altogether, and become quite intimate with my guardian. I said so, and then added that he seemed to be very clever in his profession, we thought, and that his kindness and gentleness to Miss Flite were above all praise. You do him justice, said Mrs. Woodcourt, pressing my hand. You define him exactly. Alan is, my dear fellow, in his profession faultless, I said, though I'm his mother. Still, I must confess, he is not without faults, my love. None of us are, said I. Ah, but his really are faults that he might correct, and ought to correct, said the chapel lady, shoving her head. I am so much attached to you that I may confide in you, my dear, as a third party, who wholly disheartened that he fickleness and set. I said I should have thought it hardly possible that he could have been otherwise than constant to his profession, and zealous in that pursuit of judging it from reputation he had earned. You are right again, my dear, the old lady retorted, but I don't refer to his profession, but to you. Oh, I said, no, says she, I refer, my dear, to his social conduct. He is always paying trivial attentions to young ladies, and always has been ever since he was 18. Now, my dear, he has never really cared for any of them, and never meant to doing this to do any harm, or to express anything but politeness and good nature. Still, it's not right, you know. No, I said. She seemed to wait for me, and it might lead to mistaken notions for you, my